Yo, what up? What's poppin'? Back at it again with another hip hop related video for y'all on this Tuesday morning. But first and foremost, thank God that we woke up this morning and grand rising. I was wanting to chat with y'all. I know I've done a video about both of these white rappers before because, yeah, it would have been pretty awesome if they actually did something together. You know what I mean? But unfortunately, one of them had passed away due to an accidental drug overdose. It also would have been pretty awesome. They probably would have had so much fun working together that they probably would have done a collab album. They probably would have formed like a duo, because like Pusha T and Malice, the Clips, and then Prodigy and Havoc, Mob Deep, and R.I.P. Prodigy, may God rest his soul. But anyway, I got a question for y'all because, like I said, with Verzuz being back in session, I was just wondering because these are two white rappers. One of them had passed away. Yeah, like I said, one of them passed away due to an accidental drug overdose at the age of 26. But the other one, he a white rapper from the dirty South. The other white rapper is from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. You know what I mean? Yeah, these are two white rappers, and one of them is still currently doing their thing. There's people on YouTube talking about saying that they're falling off, but back in like I think 2019 when this artist when he came out with the song What's Poppin', like yeah, the song What's Poppin', that song was like his biggest hit record. That song was like super huge. Like usually when songs become hit records, sometimes you have no choice but to do a remix. And he did a remix featuring DaBaby, Tory Lanez, and Lil Wayne. But I just got a question for y'all. Jack Harlow versus Mac Miller. If these two artists were to go up against each other in a versus, who do you feel would get the victory? My fellow Mac Miller fans, my fellow Jack Harlow fans, let's chat. Let's have a discussion about this. Do y'all feel that this is a versus that'll definitely be exciting to see? Do y'all feel that this would be a versus that'll definitely make fans want to dance? Because the No Limit and Cash Money versus, it was like a celebration for Louisiana, and I feel like a Jack Harlow and Mac Miller versus would be a celebration too. You know what I mean? Louisville, Kentucky, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Yeah, it'll be a celebration, but yeah, I'm gonna give you my answer like I do as always. A versus between Jack Harlow and Mac Miller. I honestly feel that this versus would definitely be amazing. It'll be awesome. But if you want to talk about who do I feel would win, I would go with Mac Miller. And that's the thing about it too. Jack Harlow, before his confetti mixtape, he had like other mixtapes that he had came out with, before his confetti mixtapes like 18. Yeah, and he has songs like Eastern Parkway, like songs like Obsessed on his 18 mixtape. He also had an EP. I think it's called the Handsome Harlow EP, but yeah, Jack Harlow had other projects before his Confetti mixtape and before his debut album, That's What All They Say, and before his album Come Home The Kids Miss You, along with his album Jack Man. Jack Harlow had mixtapes. Same thing with Mac Miller. Mac Miller, Best Day Ever, Kids Kicking Incredibly Dope Shit. Um yeah, Blue Slide. Well, Blue Slide Park. That's Mac Miller's debut album. But Mac Miller, his first project ever was called My Mackin' Ain't Easy. But the projects that we know Mac Miller for was Best Day Ever, because I remember watching 106 in Park and they showing the music video for his song Donald Trump, and I was like, okay, this artist, he can actually spit. But yeah, a versus between Jack Harlow and Mac Miller. I got Mac Miller winning. I got Mac Miller coming out on top. Yeah, I got Mac Miller getting the victory, but I do feel like if both of these artists were to perform all of their music from their previous mixtapes, I do feel that Jack Harlow could give Mac Miller trouble because again, Jack Harlow got other projects too. And both of these artists have hit records. What's Poppin'? But yeah, unfortunately, Mac Miller had passed away at the young age of 26 because throughout his career, when he came out with his mixtape Best Day Ever in Blue Slide Park, and even when he came out with his mixtape Macadelic, which Macadelic, that's one of my favorite mixtapes by Mac Miller. Macadelic, that mixtape is a classic, but when Mac Miller went on tour, he was going through like an addiction. He was dealing with like a lean addiction when he went on tour for his Macadelic mixtape. But yeah, R.I.P. Mac Miller, may God rest his soul. But if these two artists competed in a versus, I feel that Mac Miller would definitely take out Jack Harlow in a versus. My fellow Mac Miller fans, my fellow Jack Harlow fans, let's chat. Who do y'all got winning if these two ever went up against each other in a versus? Don't forget, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell on my channel, comment, share, like the video. Love y'all.